Hello and good morning. It is Monday morning. I did not film a lot last week because honestly, we're pretty chill mode here in improvement season, and I'm trying to get more quality stuff versus just quantity. So, this one, this episode, is going to be all about the post show weight gain. We are now like 7, by the time this airs, will be like 8 weeks post show. And there has been weight gain. And I will say, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this is the first time I have gone like straight up to high calories because we were going to do another show. And that show would have been in like 3 weeks, which is crazy because I can't even. I know I've said this. I know I've said this a million times. I cannot even imagine still being on prep mentally. Like that was, and it would have been a grinder too, because just we're nearing that danger zone, and so I'm so glad we pulled out. I did get blood work back, which was interesting. I've got some blood chemistry, lipid panel, HbA1c, thyroxine, bunch of different stuff. So I'll go over what my initial thoughts are about it. And tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment. So we will go over that officially with him, the guy who has like all the certifications and stuff, the degrees. But it's nice being an integrative health practitioner because I can see these numbers, and there's some that I can interpret and some that I cannot. But it'll be good to, just talk about these things with my healthcare practitioner. So at first glance, my red white cells are like barely low. Red white cells, did I say? Red blood cell width is a little bit low, but I always get that pop, not a big deal. Notably, my BUN and my creatinine went down, which was surprising because they were out of range last time in March. But we're within range now, which is really great. Fasting glucose was a nice range. Yeah, honestly, nothing popping off in that section, which is really nice. I was very excited to see it. Now, you can have higher BUN and creatinine readings if you are eating a high protein diet, if you are not drinking enough water, which I feel like, and this isn't a problem anymore, but back in the day when we used to have to fill up our 5-gallon water jugs at the water store. And I feel like every time the week before a blood draw, like we would run out of water, and it just like wasn't happening that we were getting to the water store. And so I would have to drink like fridge water, which I can't do it. I'm a water snob. When it's like one of the 2-3 things I drink a day, the first being like my coffee drink, whether that's a mushroom coffee or a real coffee. Actually, okay, I do pre-workout now too, so that there's 3 things. But I can't do water. In fact, we went out to breakfast on Sunday, and they had like water, and they tried to put cucumbers in it, and I'm like, well, it's still tap water. It's gross. Anyway, back to my blood results. Yeah, the metabolic panel looked top notch. Liver, kidney function doing amazing. When we get to my cholesterol actually went down. I'm now in a healthy range. I was barely over that, which, cholesterol, I'm not going to get too into it, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, depending on certain things. I'm not getting into that today. Maybe later I can do that. Triglycerides went down 10 points. My HDL went up almost 10 points. My VLDL cholesterol went down a couple points. My LDL is still slightly high. It's 106. It was 115 before though, so it went down. So trending the correct way. HbA1c is at a 5, so right there at a good point. Not pre-diabetic, obviously. And the reference range is 4.8 to 5.6, so super good blood sugars there. My T4 direct is 0.93. Previously it was 1.24. Honestly, that's kind of low, but maybe that's just coming out of prep. My DHEA is 159, was 124, so that's good. I do have elevated estrogen, it is looking like, which is funny because I almost got this like estrogen blocker thing, and I was like, well, let me just see. I don't want to take crap just to take it. Maybe because I actually do take Indole 3 carbinol and another supplement. It's called like Core Hard, which has DIM in it. Both of those things should bring down estrogen, but apparently it's not working. So I'm going to be very curious. Sorry, I just did my lashes. I hope I'm not screwing them up. Did I screw them up? No, they look good. They're just still wet. So yeah, I'm interested to talk to my doctor about that and see if I was going to think about adding calcium D-glucarate, because I had heard about that. And actually, like a couple months ago, it was in my cart for Amazon. I think it was right before my shows. And I was like, well, I haven't done my blood since March. I don't know that I'm high. Actually, last time I had a really good ratio. Well, actually, I guess I was a little high. Yeah. But this is really high. So I was in an ovulatory phase. My reading is 711. Now, here's the thing with estradiol on tests, on blood tests, is that it will never flag, because the people who are, not the people, whatever program is spitting this out, they don't know what what phase you're in. So I was in the ovulation phase. That range alone is anywhere from 85.8 to 498. So huge range. But then I'm another 200 above that. Like, that's crazy. Free testosterone is 1.9. My previous result was 1.1. So that's good to see that that's, sitting at a good level there. I feel like it would be great if it was a little higher, but whatever. My progesterone is 0.9. So again, I was in an ovulation phase. Sorry, I'm going ADD here. The range for progesterone is 0.1 to 12. Another huge range. Female hormones. All right, my T3, which is the active form of thyroid that is used in the body, is 3.2. It went down from 4.2, interval reference range 2 to 4.4. I'm okay with that. Could be better, but I'm okay with it. My sex hormone binding globulin, or SHBG for short, is 163. It is spiking as out of reference as high. Interval reference is 24.6 to 122. I was high last time too, and my provider did tell me that that is just one signal of being very, very good in the blood sugar department. Like, I process glucose like a M or F, whereas I'm very insulin sensitive, which is a good thing. All right, so that's my blood work, but that isn't even what I came on here to talk about. That is just, going over that, and we're already at 10 minutes here. So I do have a photo shoot this Friday, and to be honest, it's a photo shoot that I have put off. The first time this photo shoot was scheduled, it's probably 10 pounds lighter. And it was just a hot day. And she was like, I'm not really, it's, you know, it's hot. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Let's not do it. And so I think we scheduled it for like the next week. And I was like, I worked a cheat truck event that day and I was just like freaking zonked. And because this one's an outside one, it's going to be an underwater photo shoot, which is going to be super fun. Oh, and also I kept forgetting to do a spray tan. So I have a spray tan written for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because that's the other thing too, is like most of the time when I have a photo shoot on Friday, I'm like, oh snap, I forgot to do a spray tan. Let me just put it on real quick. But the second I go in the water, like that's going to wash off. So I need to do a couple days ahead of time. So that way I'm like super tan and that will have me feeling confident. So anyway, we are much more like, I've burp. No, it's gone. No, there it is. Okay, so we did not reverse. We just kind of bumped the calories up almost like 1,000 calories from day one of being post-show, which obviously that's going to cause some weight gain. I still mostly feel good about how I feel. It's a little more than I would like to be. I'd like to be about 5 pounds lighter. Maybe 7 pounds lighter if I'm being real. But the other thing too is that like I have these big goals and it's like, okay, like, am I really gonna like be scared of the number on the scale when I need to build muscle? Like especially this past weekend, oh my God, the winter in Texas was jacked, which I love. Like I love muscle. And I was a little afraid that Fit Model wasn't going in a more muscular direction, but they are now, which is great. But that means like I need to grow more too. So anyway, that's the thoughts. The Team Flex cruise is 30 days from today, and like part of me is like, oh, do I do a mini cut for that? So that, because right now I'm actually the same exact weight that I was at the Team Flex cruise last time when I was coming down from my maximum. I was like about 12 pounds down from like the max weight I was last year. So decisions. But training has been feeling so good, and I'm like PRing every single lift multiple times. And it's like hard to know because, you know, my rest times have increased. I have more food. It's just like, oh, I feel dense, but then, you know, so much of it could be in your head too. Anyway, that's what's new here. We ordered shirts for the Team Flex cruise. They should be coming. Oh, you know what? Let me check when they are coming. What email did I even use for that is the good question. That's this one. Track my order. Let's see if a label has been created yet. I don't have a date, but probably this weekend we will be getting that, all the things going for that, making the shirts. And when I say we, I definitely mean Bradley because he's the best. Speaking of Bradley being the best, I had these ideas for shirts for the Fit Model division, which it just came to me on a morning walk. My morning walks are when I get all my good ideas. And so we set up a little shop. I'll drop the link in the description for the show. If you want to shop and support a fellow Fit Model athlete, that would be great. I really want this clothing company to take off because I think it would be amazing to be able to sponsor an athlete for like their registration, like pick an athlete eventually. So I have like big goals for this little apparel company. So if you would like to shop, there's the link. It's not going to be in here in the video. It's going to be down there. And yeah, wow, that was a lot of news. I guess here we are 14 minutes later. Have a good day. Good afternoon, my party people. It is Tuesday afternoon. Freaking hell, what's my password? Okay. It is Tuesday afternoon. Okay, this is like my fourth time putting my password. Let's see if that, okay. It is Tuesday afternoon. I had my doctor's appointment earlier today. He was quite happy with how everything was looking. which is awesome because honestly, I love how things are looking. I can't believe after being in prep for like almost a year how good everything was looking. He wasn't concerned about the estrogen. He reminded me that legit there's no studies saying like estrogen in its natural form, not like another form, is bad at, higher levels. And that, just what I had kind of said before, estrogen ranges are insane. So we go by symptoms, they go by symptoms, and I'm not expressing any symptoms that would be, indicative to too much estrogen, like, tenderness of the entire breast and things like that. So anyway, just got some more vitamins there, my magnesium. I got my capsules back. I have been taking the liquid stuff. I mean, not the liquid, but the powder. But with all the travel I have coming up, powder is like a little bit more annoying. So I got some capsules so then I don't have to worry about that, but I can still get my good sleep while I'm traveling. My hair is crazy. It's crazy town. Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Ooh, I need to spray tan myself. I meant to do that after my shower today. Clearly that didn't happen, even though I put my spray tanner on my counter. Anyway, we have the photo shoot on Friday, and I've been going back and forth. I think I'm just going to do a fast from Thursday night to Friday night. The photo shoot is Friday night. I did, and again, forgive me if I talked about this already. I did a photo shoot a couple weeks ago, like a month ago. No, longer than that, because it was right before my show. It was like a week before my show. And I did it at night, and I just, like, even back then, I was eating like 1,000 less calories than what I'm eating right now. So by the end of the night, I'm just literally so full of food. Like, and the foods I'm eating are super fibrous because they're whole, nutrient-dense foods. Like, I got to tell you what I was at yesterday with my fiber. Let's see. 37 grams of fiber. All right, folks, like, most people struggle to get 10 grams of fiber because they're not prioritizing whole foods. So, one, I don't want to look pregnant in this photo shoot. And two, honestly, I haven't done like a little 48-hour or 24-hour. It's going to be more than 24 hours. I haven't done a fast like that in a hot second. And I think I'll take Friday as my rest day and then lift heavy on Saturday. Maybe go out to a nice breakfast with Mr. Bradley. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. We'll see. Anyway, you know what I've been craving? I want to go to Buca de Beppo. Like, some unlimited bread with butter. Sounds really good right now. But anyway, so I think that's my plan. So I will take you guys along with me on my fast to talk about what I consume on my fast, which sounds dumb, but I do consume some stuff, if that makes sense. And yeah, so that's my update. I don't know how much I'll record between now and then, honestly. We'll see. Have a good day. I'm back. I'm taking a quick little walk. I wanted to talk about, so today my daughter has activities and they go till later in the night. So it is like 4:30 and I just finished my dinner. So, excuse me. I ate a lot. I have a lot of calories to eat. Excuse me. Sorry. So I don't like to eat late into the night and I go to bed at like 8:30. So on days that were activities till 7 and we don't get home until like 7:20, 7:30, I would not want to eat that meal there. So I do eat it a little bit earlier in the day. It extends my fast overnight a little bit. And so when I come back home, I actually bring her a meal to eat too at dance. Sometimes she only gets to eat a couple bites because she's only got 5 minutes between her classes. But I definitely eat before. And then, for those 2 hours, I'm doing random stuff and going grocery shopping. But anyway, I just wanted to give you some meal timing advice there. Like, it just isn't great to eat later in the evening. You guys might go to bed a little later than I do, so maybe eating at 7:30 is okay with you, but it's not for me, and I'd rather eat earlier and have a longer fast. So that's all I came on to say here. Oh dang, it was shoulder day today. Can you tell? Could you tell? Ooh, ooh. Hello, and good. It is afternoon. Holy moly, it's 2 p.m. Where did the day go? It went to being mom, getting facial, working out, excuse me, and then working here now. So my photo shoot is tomorrow, and I feel like my body is finally clicking back, like finally. It's like it was not budging for a long time, my weight. But I dropped like a pound 2 days ago, and I dropped a half pound yesterday, and I'm just hoping we can keep riding that, because I feel like my body was just not understanding what was going on. Like, you're in a safe place, you've got a little excess, you can lose, and that's okay. But that's not what I came on here to talk about. I came on here and talk about the fact that, holy shit, doing a spray tan, even if it's on yourself, even if it's shitty, like I did, such a mental boost. And I feel like I've talked about this before, but man, I feel good. I did some posing today, and I was like, hey sis, things are looking good. And I'm like, do I jump in a show? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't really think that, but I was like, oh, finally, I feel like the body that I built over prep is showing up. Ugh, I just had a bad couple weeks of mental body dysmorphia, which, like, honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care, like, what I look like. Like, I do to a degree. Like, obviously, I want to be healthy. I want my body to respond to things that I'm doing to it. But, like, I know at this phase of my life, I am back to the fact, like, to the point where I cannot be caught up in what the scale says. But it's hard not to. You know, if you're watching this, it's hard not to be caught up into the scale, what it's saying, whether it's not gaining weight when you're trying to gain weight, or not losing weight when you're trying to lose weight. Not saying I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to, like, hover. And, like, I have been hovering, but it's been, like, this type of hover where it's like, wait, actually, let's do it this way. So I'm not gaining, but I'm hovering, and it's an upward trajectory, nearing the realms where I don't want to hang out, but it might just be where I need to hang out to make the progress that I need to make. Of course, as I've been saying, my lifts have been so powerful. Like today, I think I had 5 PRs. I meant to take a picture of it. I forgot to, and they'll post it and be like, whoa, look at me. But yeah, put the spray tan on, did some posing, feeling good, feeling much better about the photo shoot, because let's be real, it was hot, yes, but like the main reasons that I canceled it is I didn't feel great about how it was looking. And if I'm being completely honest and vulnerable, I was starting to care what other people would think about it. And, oh, did she just get fat off the stage? Like, I don't know. That's just part of everything. So I just felt like I needed to be a little bit more vulnerable and be real. Not that I was hiding it. I'm sure you could probably note that in things, but yeah. Anyway, so tomorrow I am still going to fast. I went back and forth about fasting, but ultimately I do want to have like the flat stomach, because if I ate everything that I'm supposed to eat leading up to that, I'm gonna look pregnant no matter what. It's just so much food for me. Some days it doesn't feel like so much food. Like some days I'm like, oh, I'm out of calories. But most days, I would say 90% of the days, I'm feeling good on what I'm eating. So yeah, I will update you tomorrow how the fast goes, and that will probably be the end of the video. We'll start again new next week. We are in the final countdown of the Team Flex cruise. 28 days, is that where we're at? 27, 27 days. I'm so excited. All right, have a good day, guys. Good morning. It's Friday, and it is photo shoot day, and I have to tell you, it's a lovely morning. Like, I went for my walk this morning and it was almost a bit chilly, but it's because we had rain last night. But either way, it was a very nice change, and it's like just that much like I'm so glad we waited to do this photo shoot, because today seems like it's going to be the perfect day, not 110 degrees outside. So, oh, that felt good. Oh. So, as stated before, the plan is to fast until the photo shoot, and then I'm not going to eat after because that's going to be way too late. Or at least at this moment, I'm not going to eat after. So, I've got my coffee cup. It's seen better days. It's got my everyday dose, and it does have some collagen in it, and it has my creatine in it. So, is it a 100% water fast today? No, it is not. I do still want my collagen. I do still want my creatine, and I need some caffeine. So it's going to be a heavy caffeine day today, and that's okay. Actually, it's not going to be a heavy caffeine day because I'm not going to do my pre-workout. Even days when I have photo shoots, I tend to take the couple days before as more of like a peak week type thing where I cut dairy and things like that. But today I'm just cutting eating. I did do a little bit of dairy yesterday, so I will keep you posted on the day's activities. I have like teas that I'll probably drink too. It's going to be heavy liquid. My check-ins are today. I sent them in to go dry. We will see where we will go from here. If you've been watching, I've been on the fence about like doing like a tiny little mini cut until the cruise, which is only 26 days away. So it's only like 3-ish weeks of, and I don't even want to fully cut. I kind of just want to like carb cycle or nutrient cycle so that I have more calories on like days, less calories on upper body days, and then like even fewer calories on rest days. But we'll see. Obviously, I go back and forth because I've got bigger goals than being in a comfortable weight range for cruising. I don't know. Only time will tell. Like I said yesterday, my body is finally starting to respond. But I'm still higher than what I want to be. But that comes with the territory when you need to put on muscle. So that's my update for now. Gotta get back to work. So I am super excited because I do have a busy day. Busy days also make fasting days go by so much quicker. So I do have 2 posing sessions almost back to back. I am posing with one of my athletes, Christine, first, and she is going to do bikini. She was going to do wellness, but then she decided to transition to bikini, which I think was a great play based on our goals. And then after that is with my athlete, Paula, who has made tremendous improvements. She actually just upgraded, or I don't want to say downgraded. She had the original Olympians, the tall ones, and so she talked, I'm always saying get a second pair of shoes just in case. I know it's can be expensive, but for the peace of mind, having 2 pairs of shoes is just so nice. So she did end up getting the Olympian 2.0s. Oh, excuse me. And I'm not kidding when I tell you this. Like, if you start posing in the tall Olympians and then you go to the 2.0s, it's like, am I even wearing heels? It's the wildest thing. Like, I don't know. In the higher Olympians, I'm definitely like, okay, I'm wearing heels. I feel like I'm on my tiptoes. But the 2.0s, man, they are money. So excited to work with her on that. Just fine tuning from here. She is, let me see how many weeks out. 7 to 8 weeks, depending on what show we officially pick. We've got 2 in the mix. And then at 1 p.m., there is a meeting with Gains in Bulk. So that's super exciting because, you know, we'll learn all about them. They just launched a sour gummy worms version of their creatine. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to go there today to pick it up. I'm very lucky that their headquarters are literally 3 miles down the road from me, 3-4 miles maybe. So I can always just pop by whenever I need a restock. Still nursing my first coffee. I made it really hot, so that helps. It is 8 a.m. Still got a long day, but that's okay. I got work to do, that's for sure. All right, I'm getting back to it. Okay, it is 9:45 and the first pangs of hunger are hitting. And it's like, why am I even doing this? But to be honest, like, sometimes I just gotta make sure I'm not a little bitch. Like, it's good to put yourself in, like, situations that make you harder, you know, because the world is way too soft. So at this moment, I'm going to keep with my fast. I did my check-in with Brian. We kind of talked about things, kind of talked about how I'm like not like loving how I'm looking right now, but also that we have big goals and things like that. And like kind of just chatted about the fact like my goals, they have a long timeline. Like there's no rush to get where I want to be. So we're going to take this nice and slow. We did reduce the calories. Sorry, getting blown up here. We're going to reduce the calories just a little bit and see if we can get me down to a more comfortable range before pushing it back up. Again, push them up so quick because I was going to be competing, but I'm not competing anymore. So there's really no reason to have them up so high. For my second drink of the day, I have 1 scoop of Equilife protein powder because it has all my vitamins and such in there too. I put like a fairly good amount of cinnamon in here too. So hopefully I don't cinnamon challenge myself. Oh, that's good. I feel like the extra cinnamon gives it just like a little bit more oomph because when you only do 1 scoop, then it's just kind of a sad day. So I'm doing the scoop to preserve my muscles because we don't want to go catabolic. We don't want to burn any muscles. So that's my theory. I'll probably do like 4 of these today as my food, maybe even 3. We'll see how life goes because I will leave probably at 5:30 for my photo shoot. So I have a posing session in 10 minutes. I've changed into stuff for that. And I'll try to get some footage of me doing posing with my clients. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, update. My photographer actually has migraine, so we are actually going to postpone the photo shoot until next Friday, which I'm actually super stoked about because I can't wait to see how things look next Friday after a week of cutting. So I'm going to go eat something real quick. And I'm probably going to end this video here because I was going to film the photo shoot and that was it. So happy Friday to me. I'm going to eat and then I'm going to have another posing session. Oh, the one that I just had with Christine was so great. Oh, I just love posing my clients so much. Anyway, have a good day.